Hello again, I'm Ben from Born to Learn. Today we're going to talk about imperatives. So listen to me, take a chair, sit down, get comfortable, and listen very, very carefully. So, the imperative. It's a mood in English, a mood of verbs, that we use for different reasons. We use it primarily to give commands, but also instructions and maybe warnings, advice, suggestions. It's very simple to use. It comes down a lot to the context in which we use it, and also your voice. We're going to use our intonation to control it a little bit. So first of all, the idea, probably seen before, is the idea of giving a command. Sit down, stand up, be quiet, give me that. So it's a little bit harsh, but how do we make it? First of all, we make it just by using the base verb, the verb base, and that's the infinitive of a verb with no to. So instead of saying, Peter, do that, just say, do that. And immediately it's less personal. Therefore, it's a little bit more direct. Okay, so we use it, as I say, to give commands or instructions. We can use it for different things as well, but it will all depend on the context in which we use it. So, for lots of people, I guess most adults aren't going to give each other instructions. I would say, do this or do that at work. It's a bit too direct. But we can imagine, for example, that if I need to give you a warning, I might say, be careful. And immediately the context is different. And you see that I'm being direct, but it's to help you, it's for your good, so that's okay. Or I might say, enjoy yourself, have a good time. And immediately, because it's a wish, it's a positive, it's a nice thing for me to say, then that's acceptable too. As teachers, we use the imperative a lot. Mainly because in the classroom, the relationship between a teacher and a student is fairly established. It's direct. It's not authoritarian, so it's giving instructions. But then our voice is important as well. There's a difference between me saying, sit down, or saying, okay, sit down. One sounds like a punishment, and the other is an invitation, almost. But it's not just a question of voice, because we can use please as well as an imperative in order to make something more diplomatic. So I might say, okay, please open your book. Please pass me the remote control, I could say. So we can use please at the beginning in order to make it more diplomatic. I can balance that a little bit. At the end, I can also say, please. So I might say, pass me that, please. But it feels a little bit more direct. I am being polite, but I'm not sure I really mean it. So we can use please to make our imperative a little bit more diplomatic. Another way we do that would be with an expression, let's. So let's, technically, we're going to use it in order to include me in it. Let's have lunch. I'm going to have lunch as well. It's not just you, so it's not just an instruction. It's an invitation to have lunch. Let's do this. Very often, we can use that as a diplomatic imperative, as a way of giving somebody an instruction, but making it feel like we're all in it together. If I say to my children, okay, let's tidy our rooms and then we'll have goûter. If I say that, it makes it sound like I'm going to tidy my room as well, but you know what? I don't. So we can use let's. We can also use let, singular, as a way of offering something, offering to help someone. Let me do that for you. We can make it more polite as well. Let me have that, please. It's a slightly formal, more polite way of asking for you to give me something. So our context is important. We've got please and we've got let's as well. So let's switch that off. Sorry about that. My mistake. So don't forget, it's another expression that we use. Don't forget, if you're going to use a timer, to make sure that it's not set to an alarm. That's a little bit of advice. We can use an imperative to give advice. So that's it for me for this week. I'll see you next week. I'll see you soon. Anyway, look after yourselves. Goodbye.